Hello, wait. Before you stop that child from playing, please watch this video. Play is an essential part of every child development. Play is one of their fundamental or basic rights of any child. Now, you're exposing your child to screen time. You're exposing them to a prolonged screen time watching cartoon or Coco Melon. You don't want them to scatter your house. You don't want them to rearrange what you have already arranged. But pause, calm down. It's good that sometimes you expose your children to playful activity. You allow them to interact. You allow them to socialize with other children. This will help you to discover certain things that you may not know, maybe some developmental abnormalities, maybe some delays in their developmental milestone. Exposing children to playful activity will help them to grow, build self-confidence, and have an emotional stability. So in this video, I'll be detailing or listing out why you should allow your children to play, or why you should allow your child, or why you should make out time to play with your children. Play is very, very essential in any child's life. It's very good for their physical and emotional well-being. There are some activities that help strengthen children, not just watching cartoon, not just watching Coco Melon, not just sitting down. Exposing your child to a prolonged screen time is very damaging, both to their cognitive development, to their brain, to their sight. Sometimes it's good that you allow them to play, allow them to mingle with other children, allow them, in as much as most time when children play, they can scatter the house, they can disorganize some things, but you must be there to watch them. Keep an eye on them, especially when it's indoor activity, when they are playing inside the house. You just have to watch them, but sometimes you just allow them, watch them, or involve in their play. You can engage them with one or two things. You can buy some toys for them, such as the building blocks, and some toys that helps them to develop cognitively. You can expose them with other children. Most times, some parents say they don't want them to mingle. If you are living in an area where you don't want your children to mingle, I believe you must have relatives or you must have friends who have children that you can expose your children to play. Do you know that children that have speech delay most often is because they don't have other children they interact with? Sometimes you as a parent may not know that your child have a speech delay until you see some other children that are his or her age mates, and you wonder, this child speaks well at this age, but my child is not speaking well. But when you expose them to play, you now discover that, okay, these are what other children are doing, and my child is not doing it. Now you can discover that there is a little delay in his or her milestone. So if it calls for medical attention, then you take your child for medical attention. But when your child is always on the screen, using phone, laptop, tablet, you are just doing this maybe to deviate their attention so that you will not be disturbed. But calm down. Sometimes it's good that expose them. You can watch them while playing. You can involve yourself in that play. And most times when they are playing, you discover certain things that they have been doing or observing that you don't know. Children, adults are their role model, and they mimic what adults are doing. Sometimes when they are playing, watch them closely. Some of them, they mimic their teacher, and others will be students. It makes them to build emotional stability. It makes them to have listening skills. It makes them to interact and socialize very well. So when they're exposed with other children, you see them that skills and certain development that are essential for adulthood, that is where they start building it. That is where they start building patience. That is where they start building relationship with others. You don't isolate your child just because you don't want them to mingle, just because you don't want them to socialize with others. You just expose the child with screen time. Remember, that screen time can lead to depression. Yes, childhood depression. It can also lead to cognitive delay in academic performance. Most times, children that are more exposed to screen time, watch them. When you remove that laptop, remove that tablet from them, they get agitated. They start destroying things. It's as if their life depend on that screen. Sometimes, stop that screen time, remove that tablet, remove that laptop, hide it somewhere. Buy physical toys that your children can play with. Buy, there are toys that are age appropriate. Buy them. Those ones that you know that your children can play with, buy them. Expose them. You can play with them. Watch them while playing. Listen to them. Do you understand? Engage in their activity. It helps a child a lot. You know, due to social media, we are in, this era that we have so many phones and gadgets and all that, and parents are so busy, and most times just that we are in urban areas, there are no space for children to play except when you go for an outdoor activities where, all those game villages or playgrounds where other children gather. But apart from that, even indoors, you can sometimes allow your children to be playing indoors. Allow them to be playing with those toys. Allow them to be playing with those building blocks. Even those ones in their infancy, it will benefit them. Do you understand? It helps them to stabilize emotionally. It helps them to think cognitively. It develops their critical thinking skills. But when you isolate children and say, no, 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 I don't want them to be playing because you don't want them to get dirty, children will always, you can clean your house. When they are outside, you watch them while playing, watch the things they are doing. And sometimes you can even discover certain things that they are doing in your absence. Do you know that sometimes children, the things they see in the videos or in the television, they mimic it while playing, yes, they mimic it. They will start displaying it. And if it's an abnormal behavior, you stand the chance of correcting them. You correct them, and you can even probe more and ask them, where did you see? Why are you people doing this? Where did you see this? Who taught you this? And they will tell you. Sometimes they will try to be cooking. Sometimes they will try to mimic their teacher. Sometimes they will try to mimic one uncle like that. These are the things that you can discover why children are playing. So now, apart from that, it helps them to interact socially. It helps your child to socialize. When you expose them to play, it gives them that social interaction with other children. They interact with them. It gives them a sense of belonging. Play is an instinct in children. Restricting children from playing is like taking out something that is fundamental, a fundamental right from them. So instead of replacing um, uh, um, play with screen time, expose your children to play. Allow them to play. Give a time when they are supposed to watch cartoon. Give a time when they will use the tablet. I didn't say that it's not good for them to use the tablet. They can use the tablet. They can watch cartoon, but limit it, reduce it. It's good that they play physically. Both structured and unstructured play is very good. Both outdoor and indoor activity is very good for children than exposing your children or exposing your child for a prolonged screen time. So I hope this helps parents out there. That it's good that you allow your children to play, but it's good that you allow your children to play. You allow them to play. Reduce the screen time. Engage them in playful activity. Allow them to interact with other children. This will benefit them more. Yes, those cartoons and some of those gadgets help to educate them. Of course, their learning, listening abilities are developed while they are watching those cartoons and singing nursery rhyme and all that. But most time, it's good that you reduce the screen time and expose your children to playful activity, or expose them, buy toys, buy building blocks, buy anything that can engage them actively rather than engaging them in screen time. I hope this helps a parent out there. My name is Nurse Valerie. In this channel, I talk about pregnancy, I talk about labor, I talk about delivery, I talk about maternal and child health tips and family planning. So please like this video, share this video. I know this video might benefit a parent out there. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.